Coming to you guys from a very rainy, dreadful, dreary Tulsa, Oklahoma. But at least it's not the hellacious storm I had to drive home in last night. So I'm going to wait for some people to get in here, start chatting it up. Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Sue. Hey, Sonny. How are y'all doing? Yeah, Sue, I see that UDM went live at, early tonight, so. Oh, okay. Well, Tim obviously can hear me because he said nope. Well, Tim, if you can't hear me, that sounds like a personal problem. You might want to put your hearing aids in, you old man. Hey, there's Womble. Yeah, I was over in Womble's live stream a little bit ago and causing some chaos. I always bring joy to his streams. Today started out really rough for me, and then it got better. Believe it or not, I had some amazing DoorDash orders. I did one $25. It was a double. It was 6.8 miles total. The Jack in the Box, I didn't expect much of a tip, but the Mexican restaurant I picked up from, I expected, that to pretty much be all of it. Nope. The Jack in the Box was a $12 tip, and the Mexican restaurant was an $11 tip. And I was quite shocked on that whole $12 tip on that Jack in the Box because all it was one meal and a drink. So they paid more for me to deliver it than they did their meal. I'm not complaining. Yeah, Sue, it was really good. I don't think I'm going to work anymore tonight. I'm probably going to end up going home because it is rainy. Yes, Sue, it's still raining, and I think it's going to rain all the way up until tomorrow afternoon at some point. I may have to go to a boat shop or something and see about turning this car into a amphibious car if it rains anymore. Yeah, Tim, whatever's coming through me is coming to you. They always say it's got to move east. Hello, Sophia. It's supposed to rain there all day and all night tomorrow. Yeah, it started here last night. And I was on Discord with Lisa, and I was on Discord with Lisa and stuff, and I was like, well, I'm going to go eat me some dinner. And I come out, and it's starting to rain, and I thought, okay. I go to the store, get me something to drink to have at home for the night, things like that, and then I come out of the store and it starts lightning. Well, Womble, I don't know how much you're going to get, but I know it's been bad here. So anyways, I'm watching Gigwise in his premiere, which I had it up on the tablet, and but I am driving home in a thunderstorm that was really bad. I could not even see the hood of my car, and I have a red, maroon, burgundy car. Sonny, I'm in Oklahoma. I'm in Tulsa. Well, I hope it quits raining early for me tomorrow. But yeah, I could have drove home last night without my headlights on. It was lightning that much I could have seen with as much lightning as I was getting. Oh, and you know what? In case some of y'all didn't watch my video, I'm going to pull you off my mount real quick. Do this. I got my tablet. Got it set up in the car. Got my logo on there. And I know you can't really see it too well from the lock screen, but there's another J-Twist Nader Alley Gigs logo on there. So, yeah, look at this. It's just, yeah. All rainy. Hey, there's Mrs. Womble. She was the star of the show on Dashing Wombles tonight. Got to tell all of his secrets. So those of you that are not subscribed to Mr. Dashing Womble might want to. There's some shenanigans that go on over there, but he talks about my shenanigans. I'm trying to get them two together because I would like to make a trip up to Missouri, which is just not really far for me. I can do it in 3 hours, to go to Lambert's, and I'm trying to get them to set something up where we can all go to Lambert's. Hey, Lisa. There's Lisa. Yes, it was your show, Miss Womble, and you did a really good job at it. So anytime Ray doesn't want to go live and you want to come talk to everybody, hey, I'll be there. Yeah, Ray's sitting there telling everybody that Miss Womble hasn't fed him in 3 days. So he was sitting there eating pretzels. Yes, honey, Wendy was really the star tonight. How is everybody's day, their week? How have y'all fared? How's the weather? Surprisingly enough, I've only had one catering order this week, and that was on a Deliver That. And when I did my Deliver That, I got to look, and the last order I took with Deliver That was back in November. Dashing Womble is starving. You have to sneak his phone away from him. Oh, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Just tell him, say, hey, we're going live, or I'm going live. Your Zifty tomorrow got canceled? Oh my gosh. Was that the night order that you was talking about, Sue? Yeah, Lisa, it's kind of chilly here. Rainy. It's 57 degrees and raining. I actually had to turn the heat on in the car a little bit because I got cold. The second time this week. Well, that really does suck. She does not know how to put the live show on, so you're safe. So, Miss Womble, I'll tell you how to put the live show on. He could have got out without you. Yeah. Hey, Miss Womble, I'll let you in on a secret. Open up the YouTube app, hit the plus sign at the bottom, scroll over to live, and hit go live. Hey, if Miss Womble can lip read. Well, that's okay. I will put an in-depth tutorial in my community post on YouTube then, Mr. Womble. Yeah, well, hey. Sonny told you. But you know, if she goes live with your channel, that helps attract people, that helps attract subscribers, that helps attract watch hours, that helps everything. So it would be helping you. You have the volume on your phone there. Yeah, there you go. They always say there's more than one way to do things. So I do want to address something, and I'm not going to sit here and mention no YouTubers' names. I'm not going to mention anything like that. You know, people do their videos the way they want to do their videos and how they want to address things. But this I kind of want to address. And I've got somebody looking into it to see if it's coming to fruition or if it's a thing or going to be a thing. But I had found out that DoorDash is going to go back to doing pre-scheduled catering. I heard that it could be a thing. Is it 100% for certain? No, not for me, not for you, not for anybody. But the way that I was hearing it when I personally called DoorDash was that they don't know if it's going to roll out in all markets. They don't know. So what it sounded like to me, talking to the guy that I was speaking to with his broken English on the phone, it sounds like there are some markets that do have it right now, but it sounds like it's like a pilot program. It's being tested in Miami right now. Okay, so yeah. So what it is, I'm assuming, and from what I gathered the information from yesterday, is that it's one of them pilot programs. Like when DoorDash launched a pilot program whenever you was on Earn by Time and you had to leave your zone to go to a delivery, they gave you an extra $2. So they're testing it in LA too. Yeah, there's some speculation and some different things and some things going around that I don't personally believe, but I don't want to bring false information or false hope. That's not what this channel's about. I'm just kind of telling things from my point of view. Uh-oh. You plead the fifth, Sonny. Oh, wow. Hey, unleashing a monster can be a good thing sometimes. You know, we all got to have an outlet. You know, like me, I'm a single guy. I live alone. I go home at night and talk to my cat. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't want to bring any false information or anything, but like I said, it was one of them things that it sounded to me it was going to be tested as a pilot program. That's how I took it. And that's how I explained it to somebody who was asking me my thoughts and stuff. And I was like, well, I'll call DoorDash. And then, you know, some of them say that it's only for Platinum Dashers. Now, I didn't get that information. I bounce in and out of Platinum. I'm in it and then I'm out of it. I'm in it, I'm out of it. Well, hello, Flanadian. Yes, Mr. Womble, you do got pictures of the kitty. He was being ornery this morning, though. I'm doing great, Flanadian. I'm doing great. I just wish the rain would go away. I really wish the rain would go away. This is what I'm looking at right now. I'm hoping this mount stays on my windshield. Hey, Grandma. Well, Ray, he's got a nickname. And that's what I'm just going to say. You know how they say cats are buttholes? Well, I've got a whole nother name for him. It's like he's a poop head. Missed it, Wendy. Yeah, Flanadian, she did really good tonight. She come on and she's like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Well, we got her all engaged. Just like me, whenever I schedule my Saturday night lives, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just let it flow. That's why I say anything goes. It's whatever y'all bring. Now, like the topic of the DoorDash and the catering thing is kind of what I discussed. But I may be doing I may do a video on what I heard and kind of think. Of course, I mean, I'm a smaller channel. My opinion don't really matter, but I like to bring people facts and not opinions. But if I do bring an opinion, I'm going to say in my opinion, in my honest opinion, or in my thoughts. I'll just say what's on my mind at that point in time, not, not for it to be 100% taken with a grain of salt. Everyone's opinions matter. Yeah, they do. But then some will just frown and be like, well, you just told me then, and you just told me something wrong, and I believed you, and you get them talkers and the keyboard warriors. Flanadian, yeah, she might have to. It would be cool to see her and Ray both on camera. That could get quite interesting. He was just in the background talking. But I'm sure that live will be posted to go back and watch. So what I'm trying to get them to do is meet me at Lambert's sometime, and I would love to do a video with the both of them. I would love it. Yeah, the keyboard warriors. Yeah, I get it. That's just when they're sitting there, got nothing else better to do, and they're like, Ms. Wobble, does it knock sense into him at least? The Flanadian, yeah, they live about 4 hours from me. But for me to go to the Lamberts, it's just across the state line. No, it's really not that bad. Yeah, that's why we was thinking Lamberts, because that's the home of the Throwed Rolls and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get together with them. I would love to do that because it's not that bad of a drive. It really isn't. I can do it in a day. Like, go up there and come back. She's already starving you. Well, Mr. Womble, I think you got a pickup, and I think you got keys to said pickup. You can always go get you something. Or you can order DoorDash. You can do that too. It's 2 to 3 hours for you guys to get to Lambert's. Yeah, it'd be about a 3-hour drive for me as well. She strokes the keys. If you are hungry after you leave Lambert's, there's something wrong with you. Yeah, I heard it's like all you can eat and all that stuff. Oh, and then also in July, I'm going to see Gigwise. I'm going to see Tim. There might be some videos with him on both channels. Tennessee to Ohio and back in one day. It depends on where you went in Tennessee. Order DoorDash. He could have gone with you to Olive Garden. Well, Olive Garden sounds good. I'm going to be working tomorrow. I would like a good dinner tomorrow night. I just don't know. Spaghetti does sound good, though. Spaghetti sounds really good. I'm gigging. Yeah, I was giving Gigging crap today. I was like, yeah, you never come to my lives. But I come to realize he's a lurker. He works and listens. Gigging is another one I like to give crap to on Discord. Bubba Sue says Olive Garden. You know what? When I went to go see Brash up in Lincoln, Nebraska, I think that's the place that I went to was Fazoli's. I was not impressed, and their customer service was very subpar. Oh no, Miss Womble, if I go to Olive Garden, I've got to have the breadsticks and the spaghetti. Yeah, I was not impressed when I went to that Fazoli's up there. The customer service kind of sucked. And me, I got a smart mouth. And Charlie Brash, he just kind of looked at me like, you're keeping your mouth shut? And I was like, yeah, I think it's better because I don't want our food spit in. Yes, Flanadian, I did meet Charlie. I went a couple months ago when he was in Lincoln, Nebraska. I got a video short on my channel with me and a Hy-Vee with him. So you might want to go back and check that out. But yeah, that was my first night there. I've got a video of him. Well, it's a short. You just sub to Giggin? Yeah, Flanadian. Yeah, go. Yeah, check that out. I did a short with him. I wish we could have done more videos, but we both got busy. I worked up there. He worked there. We ate dinner every night together. And we slept in our cars in the same parking lot. We both drive Toyota Camrys. So my Camry was parked next to his Camry, and I'd sleep in my car and he slept in his. But yeah, he's a cool dude. He's really, I mean, in person, what you see in videos is what you see in person. I was supposed to be going to Vegas in May because I wanted to go see him, Ellen, and everybody that's going to be out there. But unfortunately, I cannot make the Vegas trip. I was gonna drive out there and stuff, but there's circumstances I just can't make the Vegas trip. No, we did not both sleep in the same Camry. I slept in my own Camry. Oh boy, Tim. No, but it did look weird. I mean, like, it was funny because, like, his car was parked one side and mine was parked on the other side. Yeah, Tim is just being Tim. Those are going to be some cool videos, though, when I get to go up there and hang out with Tim. I might go right along with him on one of his catering orders or something and kind of record or something or do something. I'm going to try and get Tim to go. Well, Tim might actually go to a Cardinals game with me. So I think that would be a really good time. Yeah, I'm going up to St. Louis. I'm going to go to a Cardinals game. I'm going to work and I'm going to hang out with Tim. I may take some fishing gear with me and maybe go with him fishing. I may just have to get a couple days of a pass or something to do that. Or Tim, if you want to just come to Oklahoma, come here, we can drive the Camry and go down to Wichita Falls. Yeah, I'm gonna drag Tim's butt to a game and let him drag me to go fishing. Miss Womble, trying to get that man to leave St. Louis is like, well, I mean, he lives on the suburbs of St. Louis, but when you talk about him driving anywhere that's like 10 miles from his home, it's like pulling teeth. But yes, Tim could go to the Lamberts meetup. That would be fun. Maybe we'd all get together and do that. Like, I mean, he's in Missouri, y'all are in Missouri. I'm in Oklahoma, but I'm just right across the border. Yeah, Womble, I think that's the plan. I was going to be getting with Brandon. I would like to go hang out with him and maybe go fishing with him too. Well, I said a suburb of St. Louis. Tim, you better rent a car. Even coming down here, though, I don't think his van would do all that crazy bad on gas if on the highway. I know the stop and go traffic and stuff like that with that van probably is a lot worse. But of course, his van's got the V6. My dad's got the same kind of van, but It's got the 6.0 liter V8 in it, and my dad's van gets like 16, 17 miles a gallon on the highway with the V8. Yeah, Brandon is a cool dude. He really is. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I message with him every once in a while. So, and I think Tim had been talking about him and I making a trip down there, because that's even for where Brandon is, even from my house, that's 4 hours too. So that's not a bad drive. Oh, flying down and renting a car. Well, if you do that, Tim, let me know, and I will go to Texas then too in October. Tim needs to learn to buy a vehicle with better gas mileage. Actually, he did buy a vehicle with better gas mileage and then sold it to me. That Nissan Sentra. Well, if you go through Enterprise, man, I think it's unlimited mileage. I had an Enterprise rental one time because my Saturn had a recall, and I made trips back and forth from my house to Springdale, Arkansas in that thing. Yeah, it gets better than the truck. But I think if you actually was just to be on a highway trip with it for like several hours, just highway, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. I can agree with that, because I took my dad's van to Springdale, Arkansas and back once, and it was like, oof, yeah, the comfort in it was not there, but them work vans are not meant for comfort, they're meant to work. Yeah, Dashing Womble, I remember you talking about that on one of your streams. You had a Camry. Everybody hears me say it, though. I love my Camry. I love it. And I think once I get it paid down and I get things taken care of, I will probably end up trading it in and getting me a RAV4. So yeah, I'm probably going to drive this car a few years, and then I will do a RAV4, because I kind of want an all-wheel drive SUV again. I really do. I miss my Outlander. I really miss it. And when I gave that thing up, I was going to go ahead and rebuild the bottom end of that engine that I messed up, and drive that Outlander more. But um, I was like, I will let it go for the right car. And then I found this Camry and I let it go. I had a 2004 Mitsubishi Outlander all-wheel drive, and you want to talk about a beast in the snow and ice and everything else that's thrown at it. Couldn't beat that thing. She was ugly, but she ran. And I gave $600 for it out of a Copart yard back in 2019. And it, when I got rid of it, it had 284,000 miles. That thing had been all over the country. But yeah, I figured it'll be time again at some point in my life to have another all-wheel drive SUV. Especially now that I'm getting into doing more roadie, I want to take, a little bit bigger things. I seen something today that I could have taken, and it would have been a highway trip. Had I had an SUV, it was barely longer than what I could fit in the car. Barely. If it would have been just a few inches shorter, I could have done it today. Yeah, driving that on an uncomfy seat and a no-tilt steering wheel. Well, my car's a little comfy. Well, my car's a lot comfy. When I drove it to Nebraska, I wasn't hurting. Nothing. It's a cruiser car, really. And I've been in this seat all day. I've been out of it a few times to have to go to the restroom or whatever, but I've been on the move. I've been driving all day. And then I still got a 45-minute drive home. So what else is going on in everybody's world? I do have room. I'm thinking about it, Womble. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna stack some cash. I need to stack some cash. I may go to another auction, but if I could get another Mitsubishi Outlander, I could have my Toyota Camry and another. I loved the Outlander. I really did. The wind is out and it's starting to get cold. Well, Lisa, hopefully it does not snow. Use it when needed. Yeah. I would still probably drive it a lot. I like the Outlander. I guess the ideal thing would be to keep my Toyota Camry and have another Mitsubishi Outlander. Okay, now y'all are going to make me look see what the temperature is here. Yep, it's 57. According to the AccuWeather on my tablet. I think it quit raining. Oh, I got a very, very, very brief break in the rain. Ah, it looks like I got a really nice thunderstorm about to brew over me, though. We might get to see some lightning. I don't know. It's 55 there. Overnight low 54. I don't know what my overnight low is going to be. Yeah, here's what we're looking at right here. Ah. So I'm right up here, right on the line of Bixby Broken Arrow. And then I got all that back there. Ay, ay, ay. It automatically updates. I just opened the app and it was there, but every few seconds the weather moves, so I don't have to keep hitting play on that. Yes, a lot of that red stuff is by your son, Lisa. Let's. So yeah, It's all over the city over there. Can y'all still hear me? I think I might have hit the microphone button. Yeah, I'm doing this live till 9 o'clock, and then I'm going to go grab something quick, and then I'm going home. Thank you, Sue. We can't rely on Tim for information. His famous words are nope. Yeah, the actual cheap stuff, the cheap Chinese, the Chinese that is very pocketbook friendly. Yeah, let me know if it's actual thunderstorms or just heavy rain. I don't want to be driving home in that thunder booms like I did last night. That was a nightmare. Some cheap Chinese food is what's for dinner, a plate that's going to cost me $9. Oh, here comes the rain again. Got that rainy day feeling again. Oh yeah, here she comes again. You had Pringles and jalapeno cheddar summer sausage for dinner. I think I'm going to get something this week. I want to do pork chops in the air fryer. That's what I want to do. I want some pork chops, and I want that deviled egg potato salad at Walmart. No, it's not hailing. It's just the rain. Oh no, if it was hailing, I'd be moving this car under somewhere that's got a cover. If it was hailing, I wouldn't be sitting in this car, I'll tell you that. Or sitting out in the car out in the wide open. Hey, Skyledge! Well, if they still got pork chops on clearance Monday, I might grab some. How are you doing out there, Skyledge? I guess Devious isn't live tonight. I don't think so, because I didn't get a notification. Well, I've got YouTube notifications on the tablet, but I have not looked at them. I don't know who's live and not right now. I know I am. I know Womble was, but Miss Womble took over the show. UDM was. I was there. I was listening to UDM for a little while. You're fried, huh? You know what? I like them exercise bikes. They're cool. But then, you know, I want an actual bike that I can go ride. But then I realized I'm too fat for all that. It was her show. She's gonna let everybody know it was her show too. And she did a really good job. Yeah, Lisa, I was seeing that and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, before my live, I did a $10 plus No, 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 no. I did not. I was on Discord when I had that $10 plus that turned into 11.50. But I did a $16 going 9 miles. You would lose a bike saddle between your cheeks. Hey, Dashing Womble, just remember in Miss Womble's story earlier, don't drop the soap, buddy. Maybe you'll know next time you go to France. Those were garbage orders. With a $2 peak pay. Oh, was you doing some DoorDash tonight or attempting it? Yeah, I guess, Ray, your secrets here aren't safe either. Most of us would lose the seat. Now, you know they actually make them seat cushions, those gel cushions, their memory foam or whatever, that go over that actual hard bicycle seat. That way it's not so hard on your butt. Or at least don't pick it up. Well, if you don't pick it up, you don't get clean. You was attempting to do it. And I gotta say the best one I had today was that $25 for 6.8 miles. But 20 of that went in my gas tank today. Yeah, maybe you've learned a valuable lesson there, Mr. Womble. Ray. When are you going to come out with a video of your new ride? Haven't hopped on a bike for a year. Did you do an actual exercise bike or an actual bike? I got a buddy that is really into mountain biking, and I would like to do something like that one day, but then I'm like, I'm too fat and out of shape for that. You've been laughing at Ray for over 25 years? Well, you've been married to him, so, I mean, I'm sure you wake up in the morning and look at him and just laugh at him. Well, all I gotta say is I wouldn't drive 200 miles to make $100. I don't. I mean, I drive miles. I drive a lot of miles a day, but you got to take into consideration I live 45 minutes from away from where I work. He has a Prius. I mean, hey, Ray's a funny guy. We can't help but laugh at him. Bloody crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Catering is way different. Like I said, I did that $213. It went 3 miles, but then of course, you know, where I had to drive from my house to the pickup was about a 50-minute drive. You were inside a real bike that he puts on a spinner machine with the Zwift app. I have never heard of that. That sounds interesting. But if it's on a spinner, you'd think you get dizzy. I know I would. Shoot, driving around some of these loops on the highways in Tulsa, you can go around Tulsa and get dizzy because it's like one big circle with some interchanges that are off of it. I could literally start out right now, go hit the highway, jump on one highway, and get on some more interchanges, and then be right back where I'm sitting. What? You drove 83 miles today? Well, I wished I would have drove that less than that, but just for me to go from home here and back home alone is 80 miles. The ice melted and turned into water. It's cold water and it's good. Yeah, if you don't know where you're going in Tulsa, it can confuse you. But I can literally go from where I'm sitting right now down a highway, go back north on 75, hit 244, loop that around to I-44, jump on the 169 south, and end up right back where I'm sitting. But yeah, it's really not all that confusing. I'll tell you what city is a nightmare to drive in, even for me, outside of Los Angeles. I can drive anywhere. I hate the freeway systems in Dallas. I absolutely loathe those freeway systems. Um, I was down in Dallas back in, shoot, what was it? December? Yeah, it was in December because I got this car in November. I took it to Dallas. And I was reminded why I hate Dallas. I was reminded of it very well. And I know I was going on a vacation one year and I went through Dallas to go to San Antonio. And I got off of one highway and I had to hurry up and jump onto 35 to go south. Well, Skyledge, thank you, man, for coming in. Hopefully you can catch me some more. It's nice having you here. But anyways, you jump off the highway, then you got to jump on the other highway immediately. I think it was like 35, and to go toward Austin, Waco, all that. But it was like you had like that much room and that much time to like literally split second to merge yourself out into traffic and get off. If you've never driven in Dallas, it is a whole different beast. And then the one thing I hate about Los Angeles is there's too many people, and the freeway system will back up, and it will take you 4 hours to go 15 miles. It sure will. I went out there with my dad in 2016 to go see an uncle that I was losing, and for us to drive from where we were to Anaheim, it was like for anywhere regular like around here, that what would normally take you 15-20 minutes took us 4 hours. I told my dad, I said, I don't know how you lived here or grew up here or got around here, because if you've got a job that's 5-6 miles from your house over there, You got to leave 3 or 4 hours early to make it to work on time. Well, yeah, San Diego, Los Angeles, all that over there. California is just full of people. And I sit and worry about it being full of people here. And there's not near as many people here as there is over there. I would rather drive down the Vegas Strip and clog traffic than to ever do LA again. Well, I didn't drive in LA. I rode with my dad, but the farthest I've ever personally driven into California was Needles. Bubba Sue, I think I've only been to San Diego like once, so I don't really remember. But Los Angeles is absolutely horrible. You think your Jersey traffic over there is bad, and idiots are bad there. There's not enough middle fingers for LA. You have to dodge furniture? Holy cow! Okay, that's pretty bad. LA is much worse than New Jersey. Yeah, Sue, there's not enough middle fingers for LA. That's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna be the first to admit here, people know me, I don't have patience. If that light does not turn green and you do not hit your gas pedal, I'm cussing you out. A brand new sofa in the middle of one lane, it has still had the wrapping on it. You'll tell me on your next live. Yeah, when that light turns green, I expect you to hit that gas pedal, or because I know how much time it takes to move your foot from the brake pedal to the gas pedal. I do it a lot. But when you got a green light and you sit there and see people for 10, 20 seconds, if not more, 30 seconds, a minute, sitting at a green light, like, dude. But yet, they will hit the gas at a red light. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I mean, I know rules of driving have changed since I took driver's ed and took a permit test, but I don't think that green means go and red means stop. I think that's still there. 5 seconds and then you're beeping. Yeah, I kind of now I will sit a little bit longer if I know and I see like traffic coming other directions and they're coming way too fast and you don't think they're going to be able to stop at their red light. But I mean, I can understand that. But if you're sitting there for a minute, oh yeah, Womble. I have seen that here too. Beep at you and your middle finger goes out the window in the beeper's direction. You know, I am wanting to set this tablet up to where I can do a live stream one day while I'm out doing gig work. But the level of language that comes out of my mouth and the use of my middle finger, I think would scare you all away. I Hey, Discord hears it. I'm telling you, they do. Beep beep. Yeah, Discord hears it. They hear my fits of rage, and I would have to clean that up if I'm live streaming, because J Twist here gets very, very, very foul. You're pretty innocent when you drive. Well, I mean, I've seen you drive a few times on your live streams. I mean, but you weren't doing very far drives, so. But how you are not on camera, who knows? Me? No? Oh, yes, Miss Womble, me. My mouth. I could make a sailor blush. You would think that I would have the trucker's mouth. Lisa, Sue, Tim, all of us can tell you that. They can all tell you, hey. In fact, Lisa seems to think that I cuss worse than Tim. Womble, I don't believe you either really too much, because I know how the Englishman can be. We all have our moments. Yeah, Tim, Lisa said that my mouth is worse than yours. I don't know if that's if I need a trophy for that or what, but you're probably the worst. Sue, you're just blunt. That's why we enjoy you. You're blunt. You speak it like it is. If Womble beeps you, yeah. He's spinning a tail. Oh boy. I mean, I have been to Kansas City. I have been in Kansas City. I've been through Kansas City. No. English version of the bird. Who's the worst in traffic? You know, when I go somewhere to be, I like to get there. Preferably in one piece. But I will tell you, I've been noticing it in Oklahoma, and I really haven't noticed it all that much until I went to Nebraska. I mean, people here use their turn signals. A majority of people. Some don't. But when you're in Nebraska and you got your right turn signal on to make a right-hand turn, oh no, they're directionally challenged. They will turn left in front of your ass. I get a second message. Lisa has the worst mouth. Gigan, don't say that to her. She thinks that I'm worse than Tim. Lisa is incorrect. Or Lisa is innocent. I will go with Lisa is innocent. I will go with it. I will play along with that play. Yeah. How are you doing tonight, Gigan? Did you get your... Well, you can tell me later, but hopefully your route's going good and almost done. But yeah, the rain has slowed down a little bit here, and it is 9:04. I went a little past my time. But anyways, guys, I thank everybody for joining me. It's a anything goes Saturday. It's alive. I don't really come in here with a topic other than just the DoorDash thing, but I may go ahead and do a video and explain something, what I found out, because I know not everybody, that watches my videos were in this live. Or somebody could just stumble across a video and be like, okay, well, he's talking about something that we're interested in. So I am going to actually come out with a video on that this week at some point. I hope everybody has a great Easter. I hope that it's a profitable Easter. I'm going to hopefully it's profitable for me. Yes, Bubba Sue, we'll chat tomorrow in the Discord. I'll be on here. I'm going to get out in the morning. I'm done playing around and laying in the bed and moping around all morning and doing nothing. Well, this morning I did kind of want to go out, but then, before I leave everybody, today marks an anniversary of something very devastating in Oklahoma. It was when the Murrah Federal Building was bombed. There was 168 lives lost. There was a daycare center in there. There was children that have perished. There was people that perished in these buildings, and it was absolutely horrible. But I was watching that special this morning. So those of y'all that don't know, it is something that is an anniversary, not celebration. It's not a celebration of any kind, but it's a remembrance ceremony. Yeah, Womble, I've went to that memorial, but I went kind of when it was new. I've only been like a couple times. I would like to go back, and I'm thinking about going and visiting it. I don't really want to do a video or anything out there because it's, heart-wrenching, but I think it's a beautiful memorial. I really do. The pictures I've seen, the things that I've seen it grow over the years, it's a very beautiful place. It's where the Murrah building once stood, so but yeah, I was watching that special this morning. You cried through the museum. Yeah, I really want to go back. It's a part of Oklahoma history. I remember where I was when it happened, so this is going to be my tribute to the end of this video. This is my tribute to that. I was in my 5th grade homeroom class when I found out that had happened. I was young. I really didn't understand a whole lot, but we watched the news while we were at school, and for it to literally unfold before my eyes was just the the little shoes. That's from the remembering of the daycare. Yeah. It was just a horrible thing, and it is now. It's been in Oklahoma history books even now. So like in school, it has made Oklahoma history. It was a very senseless act. We are talking about the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. Today's April 19th, the anniversary of that. You was babysitting your niece when that happened? Yeah, Tim, the bombing. Yeah. It's a day that us Oklahomans will never forget. It is something we'll never forget. But everybody, I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I appreciate y'all for being here. I will see y'all again next Saturday night at 8 p.m. on a live, unless I get a cut mount and decide to do a pop-up stream driving one day or whatever. But yeah, I will have a couple videos coming out this week, I'm sure, at some point. One of those is that DoorDash video that I want to talk about. So, you was teaching karate when that happened? Yeah. Good night, Womble. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go get my $9 Chinese food and I'm going to go home. Good night, everyone. So I will see y'all in the next one, next video, next live. Again, mark your calendars, because as of right now, I'm doing every Saturday night at 8 p.m. So, unless I make a community post otherwise. But yeah, be watching for my community post too, in case anything changes. Night, Tim. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for all the support. I couldn't do this without y'all.